Hello students, welcome to this video lecture on isometric projection. I, Anthony Augustine, in this video lecture would be discussing four-center method construction of an isometric circle of 60 mm diameter. We start the construction for the isometric circle by first drawing the isometric scale. So we draw the horizontal x-axis and vertical y-axis and lines inclined at 45 and 30 degrees. So we use a protractor to find the angular divisions. Then we construct the lines as shown. So I'll be taking only the distance that is required. So here the radius of 30 is required, so I take a distance of 30, and even 60 mm distance I may need, so I take 60 mm on the true length axis, that is the line inclined at 45 degrees. I have taken these two divisions and this represents the true length. From these two divisions I'll be drawing perpendiculars onto the line inclined at 30 degrees. So I have written the angles, and from the 2 points which I had marked earlier, I draw perpendiculars to find the intersection with line inclined at 30 degrees as shown. So these points are the isometric lengths of 30 and 60 mm. So I mention it isometric length. Now this is the isometric scale for the given problem. I use isometric 30 mm length for constructing the reference figure, which I will be utilizing for construction of the isometric circle. So I have taken 30 mm on the isometric length and I am drawing the circle. I enclose this circle within 4 tangents which form a square. While drawing tangents, be careful that the tangents are perfectly touching the circle at a single point. So the tangency should be perfectly maintained. So I am drawing vertical tangents and then I'll draw horizontal tangents. This would give me the reference square. I also find the center for the square. Now I'll use this reference figure for constructing the isometric circle. I draw the isometric axis starting with the horizontal line and a point about which I'll be measuring the angle of 30 degree on either side and vertical 90 degree angle using protractor. I draw the axis line then. So the isometric axis is inclined at 30 degrees. So I name the corners of the square PQRS and I will draw this square on the isometric axis which is inclined at 30 degrees to the horizontal. So I take distance of PQ on my compass, that is the side of square, keep it on P and mark point Q on the isometric axis. Similarly, I'll be taking a distance of side of the square and finding point S. Using the same distance which I had used earlier, I draw arcs through point Q and S and I find the location of point R. I join all the sides of the point that I have found, and I get a rhombus construction. Now I can locate the center of the given rhombus, which represent the isometric representation of square. So I locate the centers of the side using the reference figure. I have taken distance from the reference figure and I locate the center of all the sides. If I join the opposite centers, I will be getting the midpoint of the rhombus. Next, through the acute angles, I would be drawing a diagonal line. So the acute angle I have joined with a diagonal line. Now through the obtuse angle corners, I will be joining lines like this, joining it with the opposite midpoint of sides. So the intersection would give me two centers and the remaining being the obtuse angle corners. So through the obtuse angle corners, I take radius up to the opposite side midpoint and draw an arc like this. The other obtuse angle corner I do the same, and through the intersecting points I had obtained earlier, I take radius up to the midpoint of side and draw an arc to complete the isometric circle as shown. So this completes the isometric circle construction in a horizontal plane. Now I'll be constructing the isometric circle in a vertical plane. So I take a starting point on the horizontal, measure angles at an inclination of 30 degrees and vertical. And I draw the isometric axis. I take point P as the starting, and using the reference figure, I'll take dimension from the reference figure and find the location of Q and S. So I find location of Q and S on the isometric axis. I find the location of R by drawing arcs through point Q and S, and I complete the rhombus, which is now in the vertical plane. I take distances from the reference figure to find the midpoints of side. And then I'll be finding the centers. So I've located the center of the plane, and through the acute angle corners, I'll be joining the opposite corners by a diagonal line, and through the obtuse angle corners, I'll be joining lines with the opposite side midpoints. So this would give me intersection with the diagonal line, that is the center for arcs of the isometric circle. So from the obtuse angle corner with the radius up to the midpoint of the opposite side, I draw arcs like this. And from the earlier found intersecting points, I take radius up to the midpoints of the side and draw arcs to complete the isometric circle. So this completes the isometric circle in the vertical plane. So I hope you were able to solve the problem, and thank you for your patient listening.